Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
A Laurel County woman claims that someone tried to break into her apartment to take her children.
Some UK students are a little bit more alert this morning after a report of an armed robbery overnight.
We have mostly cloudy skies out and about. No real rain chance. You only have a slight chance as we head throughout the afternoon, but it's much cooler and maybe even some frost toward midweek. I'll go over that forecast with you coming up. WKYT News at Noon starts right now.
Good afternoon to you. A busy day at WKYT News. We begin with a breaking news alert out of Madison County. I'm Bill Bryant reporting alongside Barbara Bailey. Hazmat crews are at the scene of a chemical spill on Interstate 75, and it is causing a major traffic disruption.
Kentucky State Police say a tanker started leaking a toxic substance around 10 o'clock this morning. All lanes of north and southbound I-75 are shut down between exits 90 and 97. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is live with the latest breaking details. Kristen?
We are at the point where most troopers are diverting traffic right now. It's around exit 95 on Interstate 75. They're having them go over to US 25, and that's the road directly behind us right over here. From where we are, we're about a mile away from the actual chemical spill. Here's what we know. State police tell us that a tanker truck started leaking chemicals onto Interstate 75. We now know those chemicals are a ferric chloride solution. We're told it's an inhalation hazard. Breathing in those fumes can cause damage. As far as we know, crews did transport one trooper to the hospital. We do not know about any other drivers or the driver of the tanker. The Madison County Emergency Management Director is out here too, helping with this spill. They're trying to get it cleaned up very quickly, especially because we have a decent amount of wind out here right now. And once again, they're calling this an inhalation hazard, so it can cause damage to eyes, to nose, and to lungs. Live in Madison County, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
All right, Kristen, thank you. And we have more information on the chemical that has spilled. Ferric chloride is also known as iron chloride. Its primary use is to remove impurities in water and in wastewater treatment. Inhalation may irritate the nose and throat, and ingestion causes irritation of the mouth and stomach. Prolonged contact with skin causes irritation and burns.
Other news, the search continues this midday for a man involved in an attempted burglary and potential kidnapping in southern Kentucky. It happened at the Corbin Manor Apartments. A woman tells police a man beat on her door and threatened to take her kids. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Laurel County now with the very latest. It's our top story at noon. Phil?
Well, it was about 9 o'clock Sunday night when the woman called police claiming that a man with a gun was banging on the back door of her apartment. She says that he wanted to get in to take her children, but when police showed up, that man ran into the nearby woods behind the apartment. Police say the woman told them she did not know the man.
But now she got a good look at him. I mean, she's at the back door, sliding glass door. He's looking in, banging on the door, and she's looking out. And she gets a real good description of him.
Now, the man is described as being about 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, with dreadlocks pulled back into a ponytail. He was also described as having a long beard. Police continue their investigation. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
And both state police and the sheriff's office responded to that call. Police are trying to figure out if a pair of overnight robberies in Lexington is connected. The first happened around 2 this morning at the apartment on UK's campus. About an hour later, another complex was robbed on North Mount Tabor Road. Police say the suspect descriptions are the same in both incidents. WKYT's Sean Moody has the latest now on the investigation in this Crime Tracker report. Sean?
Well, Scott Street is a popular route for UK students walking to and from campus. I talked with one this morning who said the events last night had her pretty rattled. Troy Watkins says she's always alert when she walks to class in this area.
It makes me really nervous walking down this street.
She lives off campus and says she has to take what she can get when it comes to parking.
Parking is really tough around here. I actually had to buy a pass from a lot down there. It's not even like a UK-owned lot. So I don't really have much of a choice other than to walk on this street.
Shortly after 2 o'clock this morning, police say a woman was walking along Scott Street near the railroad tracks when two men with handguns forced her to the ground and stole her backpack.
And I have a ton of friends that live on campus at Newtown and really close to here, so I was scared for them and, I mean, obviously the person who was involved.
The woman wasn't hurt. A little over an hour later, police say two men with a similar description robbed a woman in the parking lot of Stony Brook Apartments on North Mount Tabor Road. Police are looking into the possibility that the two cases are connected. Troy says she'll keep her eyes out.
I have pepper spray that my husband wants me to carry with me all the time. And then, I mean, when I have my night class, just like being on the phone with someone as I'm leaving and walking to my parking spot on this street. So that's what I do.
Now, in both cases, witnesses reported seeing the two gunmen leave in a dark-colored car. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Now, the woman from the second incident told police one suspect was a black man about 5 feet 10 inches tall with thin build, wearing a dark shirt and dark pants. She said the other man was a black man about 6 feet tall, wearing a tan coat and dark jeans.
Well, it is a chilly fall day here in the Bluegrass. Only a slight chance of rain out there, but things gradually start to warm up as we head through the weekend, toward the weekend. And WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center with an early look at the forecast. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's dry outside. There's some good news. It's very chilly, though. We're still in the mid-50s in most locations. 61, though, coming out in the London-Corbin area. You can see those clouds overhead. That's not going to allow us to warm up that much. Slight chance of rain as we head toward the afternoon. Most of us stay dry, and temperatures there in the mid-50s. Now, into the next couple of days, we're looking at possible frost. And I'll break that down for you and show you when that can occur coming up.
All right, we'll see you shortly. We thank you, Micah. Democratic Senate candidate Allison Lundergan Grimes is getting more high-profile support today. Former President Bill Clinton is returning to Kentucky this afternoon for a third time to campaign with Grimes in the western part of the state. They will attend rallies in Owensboro and Paducah this evening. Last week, former First Lady and Secretary of State and U.S. Senator Hillary Clinton stumped for Grimes here in Lexington. Meanwhile, Republican incumbent Senator Mitch McConnell is continuing his tour of coal country in far eastern Kentucky today. Right now, he is in Magoffin County. He'll also be making stops in Johnson, Martin, and Lawrence counties this afternoon. With just 2 weeks to go before the general election, the latest Bluegrass poll shows the race a near dead heat, with McConnell ahead by just 1 point, 44 to 43%.
Well, TECO Energy is selling its coal mining subsidiary to Booth Energy Group. The $170 million deal impacts more than 700 miners from Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia. TECO Energy hopes to close the deal with Booth Energy by the end of the year. Well, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we here at WKYT are helping in the fight against the disease today by saving lives.
WKYT is partnering with the Susan G. Komen Lexington and St. Elizabeth Healthcare to make it easy for women and men to get mammograms. Our Amber Philpott is live outside the mobile mammography van with more on how you can take advantage of this opportunity. Amber?
Good afternoon, Bill and Barb. We are outside the WKYT studios, and we have something great going on. If you drive by the station, you're going to see pink balloons down by the road, and then you're going to see these big mobile mammography units from St. Elizabeth Healthcare. We have partnered with these folks to make it very easy for you. All you have to do is call, get an appointment today, come on out and see us here at the WKYT studios. They're going to get you in and out in about 10 minutes. And it is easy as that, and mammograms can be so life-saving. Now, here's what you need to know. You do need an appointment. You can call 859-655-7400. We still have available time slots here today, so call that number. We have that information on WKYT.com for you as well. We've already seen about a dozen women come through. Many of them came out and saw us last year when we did this for the very first time, and they said, thank you for doing this. Thank you for making it so easy to get me here, get my mammogram, and check it off the list and go about my day. Now, coming up at 12:30, we're going to take you inside that mobile unit and show you how it works. It really is like a doctor's office on wheels, and they take this thing everywhere. Matter of fact, we've got a second one here in the parking lot. That one is getting ready to go over and see the folks at Toyota, but just great work. And let me tell you this, we are also billing private insurance today, but because of our partnership with our friends at Macomb Lexington, they're making it possible that if you don't have insurance, they can help you get a no-cost screening. So it is very important, ladies, to come on out and get your mammograms. Get that appointment today. We're going to be here until 6:30. Guys, back to you.
All right, Amber, thank you very much. Well done. And Blade Runner Oscar Pistorius has learned his fate today in the shooting death of his girlfriend.
We'll tell you how long he'll spend behind bars next on Kentucky's #1 Midday News.
Also ahead on WKYT, it looks like singer Lord's airtime on San Francisco radio is going to come to a screeching halt. Find out why coming up on WKYT News at noon.